Saira Monandal. So in the previous session, we discussed the first part of Bhagat Singh's life, that is, where was he born, when was he born, what inspired him to jump into the field of freedom struggle. Correct? So when was Bhagat Singh born? Yes, Bhagat Singh was born on September 27th, 1907. So where was he born? Bhagat Singh was born in Katkar Kalan, Punjab, in British India. Correct? Who participated in the freedom movement from Bhagat Singh's family? His grandfather, his father, his uncle. So the whole family devoted their life for the sake of the nation. Naturally, Bhagat Singh gets inspiration from those elders. Correct? Then, when Gandhiji called for non-cooperation, correct? What was his response? How did he respond? For Mahatma Gandhi's call for non-cooperation, he left his DAV school and joined national school at Lahore. Correct? Yeah. He came across, there in Lahore, he came across many revolutionary activities. He came in contact with many revolutionaries. Who are they? Yes, Bhagavati Charan, Sukhdev and others. He was influenced by their firebrand activities, revolutionary activities. Now, Bhagat Singh is remembered even today. Why? Because he was a bold revolutionary figure and a great thinker. Correct? Yeah. Next. Come to the fifth paragraph. The incident that brought a total change in the life of Bhagat Singh was the brutal attack by the police on veteran freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai. On November, Lala Lajpat Rai at an anti-British procession. It resulted in the death of Lala Lajpat Rai on November 17, 1928 in Lahore. Bhagat Singh determined to avenge Lajpat Rai's death by shooting the British official responsible for the killing, Deputy Inspector General Scott. He shot down Assistant Superintendent Saunders instead, mistaking him for Scott. He threw bombs in the Central Assembly Hall while the assembly was in session. The bombs did not hurt anyone, but the noise they made was loud enough to wake up an enslaved nation from a deep slumber. See what inspired him. The incident that brought a total change, brought total change in the life of Bhagat Singh was, the incident that influenced Bhagat Singh's life was, that changed his mentality was the brutal attack, ruthless, meaning is given there. Brutal means savage. barbarous, uncivilized, violent, correct? Violent attack, ruthless attack. There is no moral value in that. Violent attack, ruthless attack, barbaric attack by the police on veteran freedom fighter. Who is a veteran? Meaning is given there in the glossary. What is that? One with the long experience of service. He is called a veteran. Who is a veteran? One who has a long experience of service. He is a veteran. ಅನುಭವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಪರಿಣತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನುರಿತವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವೆಟರಾನ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಫೈಟರ್ ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯ್ ಅಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಷನ್. ಪ್ರೊಸೆಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಹೂಮ್? ಭಗತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್. It resulted, it means the attack. The attack resulted. What was the result of the attack? In the death of Lala Lajpat Rai on November 17, 1928. So see the framing question. Lala Lajpat Rai died on November 17. Now frame a question to get the underlined word as answer. So the underlined word takes the WH question, that is a time, ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ when ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸ್ಥಳದಿದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 17 ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈಡ್. ಡೈಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಡೈಡ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡ್. ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಉಳಿದದೆಷ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್, ಯಾರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯ್, ಡಿಡ್ ಬರ್ದಾಯ್ತು, ಉಳಿದದೆಷ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈ. ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯ್ ಡೈ? Lala Lajpat Rai died on November 17th. Where? In Lahore. Correct? Illi where anta bandre? Where did Lala Lajpat Rai die? Answer: in Lahore. Bhagat Singh determined. Determine, ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸು. Determination, ದೃಢ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ. Firm determination, ದೃಢ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ. Determined, finite verb ಅದು. ಯಾಕೆ? It tells the tense of the verb. It tells the tense of the sentence. Determine, present tense. Determined, past tense. Determined, past participle. Determining, correct? So determined, past tense, it tells the tense, so it is finite verb. The verb which tells the tense is called finite verb. The verb which does not tell the tense is called non-finite. Correct? So present tense, past tense are finite verbs. Present participle, past participle and infinitive are non-finite. So a verb has 5 forms. So what was his determination? To avenge. Avenge means to take revenge. ಆನ್, ಪ್ರತೀಕಾರ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ರಿವೆಂಜ್ ಆನ್ ಹೂಮ್? Avenge Lala Lajpat Rai's death. How? By shooting the British official responsible for the killing. Who was responsible? Deputy Inspector General Scott. He noted that person. He decided to take revenge on Scott. Why? Because he was responsible. ಅವನು ಕಾರಣ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯ್ನ ಸಾವಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕಾಟ್. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಹಿ ಡೂ? ಹಿ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ರಿವೆಂಜ್ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಕಾಟ್. ಕೊಂದೇ ಕೊಲ್ತಾನೆ. ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇರ್ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್. ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನೌನ್. He shot down Assistant Superintendent Saunders instead. Whom should he shoot? He should shoot Scott. He mistook whom? Assistant Superintendent Saunders instead of Scott. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು ಅವನು. ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಕಾಟ್. ಸ್ಕಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಿ ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಸ್, ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೂಪರಿಂಟೆಂಡೆಂಟಿಗೆ. ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಥ್ರೂ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್. ಥ್ರೋನ್. ಹಿ ಥ್ರೂ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್. ಹಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್. ಬಾಂಬ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಥ್ರೀವ್ ಇದೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಥ್ರೋನ್. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾರ್. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್, ಬಾಂಬ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ವಾಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಇದೆ, ವ್ಯಾರ್. ಸೊ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾರ್. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಈಸ್ ಥ್ರೋನ್. ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾರ್ ಥ್ರೋನ್. Bombs were thrown. Next, the agent is by. By he becomes him. Passive. Bombs were thrown by him. Next, frame a question to get the underlined word, that is bombs as answer. How to frame a question? Bomb means it takes the question word what. ಏನನ್ನು ಬಿಸಾಡಿದ? ಬಾಂಬ್ ಬಂದು. ಏನು ಅಂತ ಆಗುವಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ threw. Did. What did he throw? What did he throw? He threw bombs ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, where? In the Central Assembly Hall. Central Assembly. When the assembly was in session, he threw bombs in the Central Assembly Hall while the assembly was in session. When the assembly was in session, session ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವಾಗಲೇ he threw bombs. The bombs did not hurt. The bombs did not harm anyone. But the noise it created, a loud noise, it was loud enough to wake up an enslaved. Slave means gulama. Enslave means make someone a slave ಅಂತ. ಗುಲಾಮನನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅದು. ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ನೇಷನ್? ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಡ್ ನೇಷನ್. ಗುಲಾಮನನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ, ಗುಲಾಮರನ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ದೇಶ ಅದು. ಗುಲಾಮ ದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಲೇವ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗುಲಾಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ. ನೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಡೀಪ್ ಸ್ಲಂಬರ್. ಸ್ಲಂಬರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್. ಸ್ಲಂಬರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್. ಡೀಪ್ ಸ್ಲಂಬರ್. The bomb made them wake up. Bomb made them active. Bomb made the sound of bomb made them active, alert. Now they got up. Who made them get up? Yeah, Bhagat Singh. How? Bombing. Next, see, come to the next part, 6th paragraph. For all the aggressive, now these are the aggressive activities of Bhagat Singh. For all the aggressive activities, he was tried by the British courts in India and was awarded death sentence. Death did not deter Bhagat Singh. He kept the spark of freedom alive through his letters written from the jail cell. Thus he proved that the value of a man lies not in what he is capable of receiving, but in what he is capable of giving. Two of the letters that he wrote, one to his fellow freedom fighters and the other to his brother, tell us what kind of a freedom fighter Shaheed Bhagat Singh was. Now see, for all the aggressive activities, aggressive, akramanashila ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Aggression, noun. Aggressively, adverb. Aggressive activity, activity is a noun. So it modifies the noun. The word which modifies the noun are, that is adjective. Which one? Aggressive activities. Aggressive means ready to attack. Ready to attack, confront, or hostile, or akramanashila. So aggressive activities, he was tried. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಟ್ರೈ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಎ ಲಾ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ವಿಚಾರಣೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಟ್ರೈಡ್, ವಿಚಾರಿಸಲ್ಪಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರಿಂದ? ಬೈ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. So British tried him in the court of law. He was brought before the court of law for trial. Trial noun, tried, tried verb, past tense, tried past participle, to try, that is infinitive. He was awarded death sentence. Sentence means punishment. He was given death punishment. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮರಣದಂಡನೆ ವಿಧಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಡೆತ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್, ಹೌ ಡಿಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿಮ್? It did not. The death sentence, announcement of death sentence did not deter him, did not affect him, did not affect his mind or mentality. What is it? Death did not deter. Deter means discourage. Deter means prevent from action. Deter means prevent from anything doing. Deter means hinder. Deter means hinder, means it did not affect him much. He kept, what did he do? Now where is he? He is in the jail. He kept the spark, kept. He kept the spark of freedom alive. Though he is in the jail, though he is imprisoned, it did not discourage him. He further continued his action of making other people aware of getting freedom. What is that? Alive through his letters written from the jail cell. Cell means a small compartment. He is spending his life in the cell. There also he did not spend his time. He did not waste his time. But what did he do? He wrote letters. Thus he proved that, what did he prove? The value of man lies where? Remains where? Not in what he is capable of receiving, but in what he is capable of giving. Giving, giving, giving and forgiving. Correct? Forget it. Forgive others. Correct? So, we should give. Value of man lies in giving and not how he is capable of receiving. So, we should give. Two of his letters that he wrote, one to his fellow freedom fighters. Fellow means colleague. Fellow means an equal in power or rank. Fellow means companion. Fellow means a comrade. Correct? So, fellow freedom fighters means one who works together. A person with the common characteristic is a fellow man. A comrade, a friend. So he wrote a letter to his fellow freedom fighters and other freedom fighters, and the other to his brother. Tell us what kind of freedom fighter Shaheed Bhagat Singh was. So what is the meaning of Shaheed? It is given there in the glossary. Go through it. Correct? So how did he inspire the other freedom fighters while he is in jail? Through his letters. He did not give up his effort of making other people get up and fight for the sake of the nation. That is the mentality, that is the courage, that is the patriotism that Bhagat Singh had. Correct? I think you understood the two paragraphs. Now see the question answers. Who actively participated in the freedom struggle from Bhagat Singh's family? Yeah, from Bhagat Singh's family, his grandfather Arjan Singh, father Kishan Singh and uncle Ajit Singh participated in the freedom struggle. Correct? Second question, see. Name the political leaders who were in contact with Bhagat Singh when he was in DVA school in Lahore. Who are they? Yeah. When he was in DVA school in Lahore, he came in contact with Lala Lajpat Rai and Ras Bihari Bose. Correct. Next, how did Bhagat Singh respond to Gandhiji's call? How Mahatma Gandhiji's call for non-cooperation influenced him? Correct. What did he do? In response to Gandhiji's call for non-cooperation, he left his school and joined the national school at Lahore. He left DAV school in Lahore and joined the national school at Lahore. Correct? Next, where did Bhagat Singh come in contact with Bhagavati Charan and Sukadev? Where? In Lahore. While he was studying in national school at Lahore, he met whom? Bhagavati Charan and Sukadev. Correct? Then, why is Bhagat Singh remembered even today? Bhagat Singh is remembered even today as a bold revolutionary figure and a great thinker. Next, see. Who did Bhagat Singh want to take revenge on? Bhagat Singh wanted to take revenge on Scott. Why? Because Scott was responsible for the death of Lala Lajpat Rai. Correct? Then, according to Bhagat Singh, where does the value of man lie? according to Bhagat Singh, the value of man lies not in what he is capable of receiving, but in what he is capable of giving. Correct? Then, now we shall see a grammar point. So, in the earlier lesson, we came across what? Clause. Clauses. So, what is a clause then? What is a clause? Textual meaning is given there. See the meaning. A clause is a clause is a group of words. It's a group of words with a subject and predicate. Simple meaning. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words with a subject and predicate. Now, what is a subject? ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ. ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಐ ರೋಟ್ ಎ ಲೆಟರ್. ಸೊ it is a sentence. It is not a clause. Yeah, clause, it is a main clause. So it is a sentence, a simple sentence. Alva, simple sentence ide. Subject anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ doer of the action. This is the subject. This is the subject. This is the verb. This is the object. This is the object. Now this is the verb. Idu subject, idu verb, idu object. Correct ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Subject is the doer of the action. This is the action word verb. This is the object. ಈಗ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ. ಇನ್ನು ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? I wrote a letter. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಈಗ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಈಗ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್ ಬರೆದೆ ಸಾಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೌ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕೇಟ್. ಎ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇದರ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇನ್ ನಂತರ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕೇಟ್. ಬರೇ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಐ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ smile is the predicate, smile is the verb, I is the subject. So subject and predicate. A clause is a group of words with a subject and predicate anta istu. Correct? I think you got. Now clauses are of two kinds. Two kinds. ಯಾವುದಲ್ಲ? ಒಂದು main clause. ಎರಡು subordinate clause. What is a main clause? Main clause can give full meaning. A sentence or clause which can give full meaning is called main clause. ಅದನ್ನು main clause ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Or it is a simple sentence. It does not need any other part to help it. Correct? It stands on its own. It gives full sense. ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಿ? Example, I am playing. Correct? ಒಂದು. It is a simple sentence. Next, it was raining. It gives full meaning. ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. I eat banana. Correct? Then the boys play well. Full meaning ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. It is called main clause or simple sentence. Correct? Second kind ನೋಡಿ, main clause or principal clause. Second one, subordinate or dependent clause. Main clause is also called independent clause. This one, subordinate clause. What is a subordinate clause? What is a dependent clause? It is a clause which depends on main clause to give its meaning. It cannot stand on its own. It cannot give full meaning without the help of the main clause. Correct? So it is incomplete without the main clause. It needed the help of a main clause to give its full meaning. It is called dependent clause. It depends on the main clause to give full meaning. Correct? Then see the example. What is the example? When I reached home, it was raining. It was raining. Now see, which one is the main clause? Which part would give full meaning? This one. It was raining is the main clause. It gives full meaning. It was raining. When I reached home, it is a subordinate or dependent clause. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, when I reached home ಅದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅರ್ಧವೇ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಬರಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬೇಕು, ಆದರೆ ಇದಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಬಾರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, I know that he is hungry. Which is the main clause? This one is the main clause. I know, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. That he is hungry, ಇದು ಸಬಾರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿ, ದಟ್ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ, ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದು ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸು, ಇದು ಸಬಾರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡಿ, ವೆನ್ ನಕುಲ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ long time, when Nakula did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva. Now find out which is the main clause, which gives full meaning, which does not need the help of other part or sentence or clause. So Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva. It's a main clause. Correct? Then comma is there. See, when Nakula did not return for a long time, Barade iruvaga, purna illa, apurna. So this one is the subordinate clause. Correct? This one is the subordinate clause. So alli we need a conjunction, that is called subordinating conjunction. Conjunctions are of two kinds, one coordinating conjunction and another one subordinating conjunction. So the sentence is complex sentence. This type of sentence is called complex sentence. Correct? Subordinating conjunction. What is a subordinate clause? A clause which is joined to the main clause with the help of a subordinating conjunction is called subordinating clause. Correct? So when is the conjunction? When is the conjunction? Correct? Subordinating conjunction. Correct? So this is the subordinating clause, this is the main clause. We can write vice versa. Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva when Nakula did not return for a long time. ಆಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಮ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಕೊಮ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಕೊಮ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. I think he got. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. Correct? We shall see in the next period. Okay, Sai Ram.